Hi everyone, welcome to the 88th video of my Empire of Trebizond Art of War Let's Play, playing on Ironman. So it's been at least a few days since I recorded last. There's a few things I want to discuss at the start of this video, specifically to do with Byzantium and westernization of my next targets. There's the usual reload bugs of, economy skewed because of trade and production bugs and revolt issues. So I'm going to wait until the start of next month before I get into details, so I've got a bit more clarity in regards of my current situation. There's a few things I want to do though before I unpause. I'm now able to start converting some of these Portuguese territories I've taken. Since there's rebellions going on, I might as well start, because while this rebellion's on, there can't be any more rebellions, so this won't affect me. So starting that one, I think I'll wait until St. Helena is done, and it's not too far before I can start on that, and I'll do that one next. I want to hire a couple more mercs here as well. I need to get my troops down towards the Cape still to deal with Portugal. Those ships are coming in a not too distant future. I've got Diplomat coming back. There's actually a decent mission for a change as well. Colonize Nakuna, which is Australia, so I'm going to take that. And I think one of my colonies is almost done, so that's to colonize that province. I'll have to get that guy across to protect from natives. I'll bring this guy over to here. And I think apart from that, I'm ready to pause and wait until we get to the start of next month before I can figure out exactly what things are going on. So we've got access demands from a variety of nations. Who are they at war with these days? Just Oman. Who's Delhi at war with? Malwa. Right, I'm gonna cancel. Delhi doesn't need access. I think I might give both of those access though. Temporarily. If they duke it out, then might be good for me if they're both getting weaker. Right. I should probably figure out where to improve relations as well. Russia's getting a bit low actually. Yeah, I think I'll improve relations with Russia for a bit. Okay, and I've got another one coming back in 10 days time. Right. Have they stopped? No, good. Okay, diplomat arrived back. Do I have to do another claim on them? Not sure. Yeah, I do. Right, I'll have to do that in a bit. Royal match with Poland. I don't want to do that. Okay. Colony self-sustaining. Palamban. Excellent. We'll go there. Let's wait another day. I'll send my colony to there. It's going to take 2 years pretty much to get there. I think I might have said at some point there's a cap on the distance travel time for colonies. It doesn't seem to be actually. For some reason at the time it was all saying the same amounts. Yeah, it's not anymore. So just clear that up. Right, so I'm going to take a second then to check out my autonomy situation, see how much money I've actually got and what rebellions are going on. Okay, it's not really possible for me to lower my autonomy at the moment because of my overextension problems. Having these rebellions down here has really caused a few issues because, in particular the Cape causes a huge amount of overextension since its tax base is so high. That's going to complicate quite a few things. I want to westernize pretty shortly. Basically to do that I need to get, there's a number of conditions I need to meet, but the main condition that is preventing me from westernizing at the moment is my overextension. I need to get that to 0. So I need to deal with those rebellions, and I'm bringing down troops to do that. Also, the situation with Byzantium, I've kind of changed my plans, I think. Initially, I was just hell-bent on annexing them, but if I were to annex them now, I'd go over 100% overextension, which I can't do, so I'd have to delay that for a while. And also, I think it might be better to actually vassalize them anyway. Now, Byzantium has actually lost all of its cores. I own all of their cores now, but I should still be able to give Greek territory definitely to them from the Ottomans when I'm able to declare war on the Ottomans again. I'm basically waiting for Russia to help me out here now, and then I think I'll be able to go after them. They're still a stronger nation than me, although Tabaristan will be annexed in 2 years' time and will certainly be stronger after having annexed them. Nearly beyond parity then. Well, sort of. But yeah, I think it's going to be a better idea to vassalize Byzantium for a number of reasons. It will save me on admin points coring up these territories, and one thing I have to keep in mind is that if Byzantium exists, I can't actually become Byzantium, which is my aim. So I'd have to make sure I time the Diplo annexation of Byzantium correctly, preferably just before I take the last remaining territories of the Ottomans that I need to become Byzantium, Constantinople basically. So it's going to take 2 wars against the Ottomans, in theory, a minimum of 2 wars, because I can't get the capital without isolating it first by taking those 3 provinces. If I take, well, I still need that province, that province, that province, that province, that province, that province, and that province to become Byzantium, and I need to take that as well to isolate the capital and take the capital. There's plenty of ways that I can avoid any coring costs whatsoever, because I get free cores when you enact the create Byzantium decision or become Byzantium decision. So I think if I vassal up Byzantium, I can maybe give them that territory, that territory, that territory, and that territory, and their tax base all adds up to 24, I believe, which is 96% on overextension, so they'd just be able to handle that. And then I might just have enough war score left to take those 3 to isolate their capital. And then in the next war, I take their capital and that province and become Byzantium. So that's my current plans. That's what I'm going to try and do. Now, it will cost me Diplo points, of course, to Diplo annex Byzantium, but I think it would be cheaper than just coring it up. And also, if I have a vassal over here, that will mean more troops in the area. I can even land troops over here potentially, have access to the mainland. Although that's not so much a problem these days, so I can probably get access off Moldova. Now, having an extra vassal is going to cause problems. I probably need to get rid of one of my allies. I think it's probably time to get rid of Poland. So I'm going to start to... Well, I'm going to cancel my alliance with them shortly. I'll cancel military access first of all. So we get that back in 22 days. And yeah, I still need to get troops down here. It's going to take at least a year to core up these territories when I finally get rid of the rebels. And then we can start to westernize. Which is going to be good for me, pretty good for me, because then I'll have extra merchants from trade companies which I'll be able to form. I may even be able to get an extra merchant in this Ivory Coast area. There's the nation here has a trade. I can't remember if it's an estuary or if it's an important centre of trade, but I might be able to rival Spain in province power in this region. The fact that they got that, well, Castile got that, they can have most of the province power here. I can get the province power there, I can get the province power here. Other places would be more difficult, but I could get quite a few free merchants in a not too distant future. My money should come up a lot. Right, let's get started anyway. Let's get some troops down here. I'm waiting to have enough power down there to vassalize Byzantium. It was possible for me to actually Diplo vassal Byzantium. I hadn't realized it previously, I believe in a previous video. It happened just before I declared war. It would have been better to do that probably than declare war on them, although I would have had to improve relations, and they may have allied to someone I didn't want them to ally, and all sorts of things could have gone wrong. But yeah, I'm not going to get too much aggressive expansion by vassalizing them, so it shouldn't be an issue. Right, so how many cogs have I got here? I've got 3. Let's take those out. They can attach. And they can come down here. Should have a fleet somewhere. Let's bring in troops to them. At least I thought I did. Oh, here they are. Right, there's 5,000 coming down there. It's another 3,000. I'm actually going to make some more cogs. Now, if I'm going to westernize, it means I can't really declare war on anyone for a while. Or just before it. Because you need to be at peace and you can't be overextended. One thing I could do is declare a war in trying to create a vassal or take territory to give to a vassal. So I might consider that. Could do it against Sayak or maybe even another war against Saragyoga to get cause for Bukhara. I don't know yet though. We'll see in the next few years. Right, so they're there. Which Basra? Hang on a sec, there's one more cog and I realised. Let's put 4 on there. Right, they can attach there. Let's bring them to there. They're not moving off, which I'm not sure is good or bad. How long before they go independent anyway? Quite a long time. Right, so I don't really have to worry about that. Right, sent Helena called up, so let's get started on here. I'm probably going to culturally convert most of these. I'm going to need to not culturally convert them all, or I could lose my Portuguese cause. So I have to make sure I westernize before losing those cores, but that should be like 50 odd years before I lose them, I think. Okay, diplomat arrived from Poland. Do I cancel Polish alliance now? I probably should do before they get me involved in a war. So, have 6 relations. I'm gonna lose my one from Tabaristan soon. But yeah, I'll cancel this. There's no reason for me to keep it anymore. So I cancel that on the 3rd actually. There's a few claims I want to do still. Just gotta remember that. Right, saluted. Natal. Let's cancel our alliance. They wouldn't be any help against the Ottomans really now, so. Alliance. Dissolve this alliance. Send. I've got a feeling that quite a few nations might go after Poland now. Right, they're going to be okay. Right. Let's put timer up. Okay. I've got a lot of money, so I probably will be making buildings to the bit where my monarch points get up to near the caps. Trying to avoid spending monarch points on tech until I've actually westernized. Although I could probably use the military tech around now. So what military tech am I at anyway? I'm at 16, Ottomans are 15, 19 is an amazing tech level. If I get to that before the Ottomans, then I'll probably go after them without allies, possibly, if I haven't already. Right, so diplomat is back. I think might keep it on hand for a bit. Get relations improved with Ottomans first. Might turn this off actually. It's not on pause. Okay. Thought it was. Right, so we've got 14,000 down there. Still not quite enough to go after those rebels yet. Right, Shirvan's done good. Okay. they've moved over there, not good, but that's already caught, so it's not such a big issue. Although that now means I could stick a couple of troops over there. Is that finished? No, not quite yet. I won't put the troops there quite yet then, just in case they move their troops back and kill them. So that can go on there. That's there. Okay. This should be okay. Let's bring those up to there now. After that colony's done, I'll only need one more province in Australia for it to become a colonial nation. Have I shown colonial nations and trade companies? Probably should show them so you're aware of where they are exactly. So there's all those coloured areas are trade companies. So I should hopefully be able to get those 3 in Africa, definitely 1 over here if not more. It could be an issue in getting trade companies here eventually, because if you have land access with your capital, then you can't make a trade company. So I'm probably okay with not having trade companies in some of these areas. I'd rather just have all the land basically. And colonial nations, if I can find where they are. Colonial region. No, that's, oh yeah, I think this is it. So Australia's a colonial region, and all the Americas are, and that's it. South Africa isn't actually a colonial region, which maybe it should be. Okay, Byzantium wants peace. Probably don't have enough to get results I want. If I'm, yeah, I've moved that back. Good. Right, so there's shipping Mahi I was making, I've forgotten about. They've been axing again. Let's get you up here. So what, 10,000? Is that going to be enough? Well, 25,000 should be just about. Fleet reached Natal. Let's get those cogs back up there. Going back up there as well. Okay, have I got enough now? Oh, they're moving off. So where are they going to? Highveld? What day did I get there? 24th? Can we beat them? How many troops are here? Just short, are we? Right, I might just stay there and wait for reinforcements then. I would have moved there if we'd been a defender, because we might have had a river crossing. Ooh, that general's really good actually. Yeah, so I could definitely do with more troops there. Okay. So I'll probably bring another 10,000 and then start attacking them. Actually, perhaps I should start sieging up Cape Town now, and that, because then I could start coring them up. Can I get over there now though? Won't be able to go through Portuguese territory. No, they've blocked me off now, haven't they? Unless I had some ships, but they're going back to get troops, so yeah, I'll have to wait. Okay. Okay, reached. Right, it's done in Basra. Right, got another one coming in a few days. Claim fabricated. We lost a claim there, so let's do that. Okay, not sure I need all those claims actually, but I might as well. there. Do I have a lone ship somewhere that I'm not aware of? No. Right. Okay, we took Moria. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't have Diplomat Spear anymore. Okay. Let's have a look with you then. So, nope, don't have enough yet. It's not too far away though. Let's group these up as well. So, go there, they can go there. They can stay there. Have to grab those in a second as well. Group those up. So how many is that? That's 8. I think I have a lack of cannons down there actually, so I bring mostly cannons. Attach. Bring that there. Right. Oh wow. They've gone all the way up there for some reason. Which means I can start sieging these up after all. So let's take... Do we have a cannon? No we don't. So let's get 2 mercs. Over to... the hell? Let's take 2 mercs over to there. 2 mercs over to there. Hopefully they don't go and attack them. Right. Yeah, I've used the missionary in St. Helena. Good. Okay. Fortress under siege. It's already called up though, so it doesn't matter so much. Okay, I think it's pretty unlikely I'm going to start another war before I start westernizing now. This war is going to be over soon. I probably wouldn't be able to get a war started and done before I able to westernize. Right, I'm actually going to go over my admin points, so I'm going to start to make some temples and constables. I think that's a good area for constables, so I'm going to do that. Can I see... Is there any more really good constable places? I can't see any. So let's make some more temples, 0.73. Will do. I think that's it for the time being. Okay, reached there. Timer up again. Okay, St. Kitts, new colony. Right, tile finished. Let's put the timer down for a second. Get the... Oh, he's already back. So where am I going to colonize next? Well, I only need 1 more in Australia. I don't think I'm going to do Australia next, so I might do it one after that. Are these done yet? That one's nearly done. 6,000 natives. Really good tax base there though. Yeah, I'm going to send it here. Let's move that guy to there. They can group up. 1, 2, 3, 4 do. Let's turn that down. Okay. Merchant defect. They've got a new rival. Wow, I've finally got an event for mercantilism. So this will give us less power in that trade node for 10 years, but mercantilism's amazing, so let's take mercantilism. That will improve my trade long term. More trade power. I can't remember what it is actually, is it just trade power? Yeah, provincial trade power. Let's touch there. That's there. And pause. Okay, great crew. Portugal's got an army down here for some reason. That should be okay. Let's move that to there and then there. Okay. Definitely do with another explorer at some stage. I've been saying that for God knows how long, but yeah, I'm definitely running out of places to colonize over there. There might be some more of that trade region which I want to colonize over here somewhere, which I'm not aware of. Probably not, though. Don't think there is. Okay. Just waiting on these ships now, pretty much. Right, try and deal with at least one of these rebel stacks before this video ends, I think. Right, so that's done there. You can move to there. Okay. Okay, looks like Sarayoga grew substantially again, taking most of the Oirat land. Yeah, I would like to go after them again, but they're not super easy to go after. Okay, it's fine. Where's this fleet to? 8 ships. Go down there. Need to take these out as well. So they can go dock up there. Right. Made Russia arrival. And that finally got there. So we've got 22,000. What do I do with this then? Do I go for that first? Now these are going to have Portuguese military level, but I think I'm better in Portugal anyway, militarily. Hopefully. Let's bring this back to there. Supply is 1941. Put that there. I think I'll just attack with that 22 stack, and then I might move the mercs in if I really need them. Hopefully it's enough. Right, that's been converted. Nice. So, am I able now to culturally convert? Oh, so that's nationalism. So I'm going to have to wait until 53. I'd forgotten about that. So, we're next. Arguably, I should have tried to convert all of these provinces before coring them up. Then I would have had probably less problems. Right, so they're all either under siege now or already siege, so I can't convert any more of those. Okay. Chiveld. Should have moved them off there first. Right, Naxos is taken. Let's claim Qatar, but I don't really care about that. So we can... Oops, right, wrong one. Can now make them a vassal. It cost me 50 diplo points. The aggressive expansion is a bit iffy, but I haven't really caused any aggressive expansion with those nations previously. Austria's 12. I can take their money, which I might as well. Give up claims on Venice. No reason to do that. I could take land for myself, but then I'd have to core it up, so I don't see any reason for me to do so. That province and that province I don't actually need to become Byzantium. So it's kind of a pain that I have to, in effect, take them and pay diplo points to diplo annex those territories, because I would get cores later, but yeah, there's nothing I can really do about it, I think. So, yeah, I don't see any reason not to do this now, so send a man. Okay, now I need to get my troops back from here. Not going to have any overextension or problems from those territories because they still own them. I can now make a rival if I wish. Russia is on the list. It's not good actually. Why is Russia on the list? That means they could be on my list as well. Okay. Okay, I've reached Athens. Attach there. It's there. Oh right, I thought that was ship stand moving there. Right, I've reached bigger. Let's bring those back to there. Attach there. Sadly they took that before I could get there. St. Helena converted, but we have to wait to culture convert that because of nationalism. Rebellion issues are a heck of a lot less now though. Diplomat is back from Byzantium. I think I'll keep that on hand. Okay, reached Athens. Attach. Move to there. Armies reached there. Let's attack there. And I think I'll actually wait until next video to do this battle. I've been over half an hour, I'm sure, by now. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.